is Maki. The story of Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury has come to a conclusion. And now, a movie titled Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom has been announced. This time, I'm presenting a program for those who watched Gundam for the first time with The Witch from Mercury. The Gundam Seed series initially premiered back in 2002. It's a series that has withstood the test of time. This Gundam Seed is a popular series with a lot of fans. I, too, was very excited for the official announcement of this movie. In this program, I will attempt a simple explanation for those interested in the Gundam Seed series. As much as possible, I produced this without discussing the contents of the story. There is no fear of inadvertently learning about the plot of Gundam Seed by watching this program. Firstly, let's talk about an important point that must be taken into consideration, especially if you are going to watch this with young children. Please make sure to check this. Gundam Seed contains a considerable amount of shocking elements. A key characteristic of the Gundam series is the robots, known as mobile suits, performing powerful cool actions. Another point to note is that the series has a story that's meticulously crafted. Many installments depict the horrors and the tragedies of war. It's precisely because they witness the terrifying reality that the heroes who muster the courage to face it are viewed with admiration. However, there's also a possibility that young children may find this distressing to watch. Those who are sensitive to shocking scenes should be a bit cautious. Of course, such scenes are not simply inserted due to some malicious intent on the part of the creators in Japan. There have been instances where viewers have expressed opinions about the shocking representations. Let me quote and introduce the creator's viewpoint. This is an opinion that was disclosed by the Broadcasting Ethics and Program Improvement Organization in Japan. The thoughts that the creators put into this series are as follows. It's war itself that's unacceptable. How futile and hollow it is to fight. We felt that it was necessary for the younger generation watching the program to feel the character's pain. War is not an event happening in a distant world. Discrimination and hatred breed conflict. The misery of things escalating into an abnormal situation such as war. These were the elements we intended to convey in producing the series. Gundam Seed depicts horrifying scenes with a clear intent. As I mentioned earlier, if you are planning to watch it with children, I would like to ask you to review the content on your own first. I regard the Gundam series as a marvelous work. However, I also understand that there are people who have a hard time with terrifying or tragic scenes, and I believe it's important to acknowledge this reality. Gundam Seed unfolds in a world where people known as naturals and others known as coordinators are at war. Coordinators are humans whose various abilities have been enhanced through genetic manipulation. Naturals, on the other hand, are humans born through traditional means, without any genetic intervention. The world of Gundam Seed is one driven to war by the rapid advancements and abilities of the coordinators, causing jealousy among the naturals. It is often said that the world of Gundam Seed is in a much more dire situation compared to other Gundam series among the naturals. There are those who view coordinators as not human. As a result, an extremely horrifying situation arises. An attack is carried out by nuclear missiles on residences inhabited by civilian coordinators, not on military facilities. This massive residential space constructed in space, named Front, is destroyed. This actually leads to a situation where both sides start using weapons of mass destruction without hesitation and ignore international treaties. The war occurring in the world of Gundam Seed is sometimes categorized as an extinction war. A war is depicted where each side views the other as a different species and aims for their eradication. There are scenes where, in order to destroy the enemy, even their own allies are annihilated with giant weapons. While it is a very tragic theme, when viewed from the perspective of the entire Gundam series, it was also a novel idea. Yoshiyuki Tomino, the creator of the original Gundam, depicted the conflict between space immigrants and the people who remained on Earth. All the robot anime used to portray battles against invaders from space or against creatures of a different species. In contrast, Yoshiyuki Tomino introduced battles between humans into the world of robot anime. Gundam Seed was produced with the goal of being the first Gundam of the 21st century. It aimed to set a new standard, following the Gundam created by Yoshiyuki Tomino. What is depicted in the world of Gundam Seed is a conflict between humans, yet to the people in the story, it is perceived as a battle against creatures that are not human. It is a work that consolidated what were once separate themes into one. I've discussed a lot of heavy content so far. I apologize for that, but Gundam Seed isn't just a gloomy series. There are many cool Gundam units appearing throughout the series as well. Have you noticed the meaning hidden in the title Gundam Seed? The title also conceals the meaning of Gundams. It's a show featuring cool and charismatic Gundam units in powerful action scenes. The main unit, Strike Gundam, which appears first, resembles the original Gundam, but it has a significant twist. Unlike the original Gundam, which used many curves in its design, the Strike Gundam is designed primarily with straight lines. This allowed fans from the old days to enjoy a fresh stimulation, while also feeling a sense of nostalgia. Which mobile suit is your favorite? Mine are the Duo Gundam and the Buster Gundam. These cool mobile suits have made related products like plastic models hugely popular. This popularity continues even today. It's thanks to the cumulative successes like these that the film was made, enduring through the passage of time. For those of you who became interested in Gundam through The Witch from Mercury, why not try watching Gundam Seed in The Witch from Mercury? The conflict between space and Earth's residents was depicted in Gundam Seed. The wars that arise from such conflicts are portrayed. If you're up for it, give it a shot.